What's going on, everybody? My name is Justis. I'm with my guy.
Oh, it's popping. It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
And tuned into the Silky Boys podcast, the Warriors podcast, out for your sports needs and what's going on in the culture right now. Tyaire, how you feeling this week, my boy?
Bro, I'm feeling good, bro. Still Jada Smith, bro. Me and all my dogs at a crossroad, but I'm chilling, bro. How you feeling?
Feeling great this week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a little minute since we last spoke, and a lot of things have happened in 2 weeks since we last potted. So let's get right into it. First off, with the NBA playoffs, a lot of storylines just came out of nowhere. So Clippers were able to rally back after being down 25 points to the Utah Jazz in Game 6 of the second round to move on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in franchise history. Shout out to the Clippers and shout out for Paul George for actually coming through in a big spot finally. Then we got the Phoenix Suns sweeping the Denver Nuggets along with MVP Nikola Jokic in 4 games, moving on to the Western Conference Finals. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns and my boy Chris Paul. On the other side, we had Atlanta in the conference finals after another 76ers just fumbling the bag once again. Just fumbling the bag once again in a crucial Game 7. We'll get into that heavily. And, of course, the Brooklyn Nets losing in 7 games to the Milwaukee Bucks because they didn't have Kyrie Irving and James Harden was just a shell of himself. So where do you want to start off first, bro?
We could just get my pain out the way first, bro. We could hop right into the Nets game, bro.
All right, bro.
So off for it, bro. So the Nets got eliminated, and all I gotta say is KD's still that nigga. Like this didn't change anything in my mind, bro. Ultimately, it came down to they were tired at the end. Like you said, Harden became a shell of himself. I feel like KD felt what it felt like not to be on the Warriors anymore during this series a lot. He felt with not having Clay and Steph there as always a reliable backup, where Harden is not always gonna come in and make that shot that he's supposed to. But it's not sad. Like I always said that if anybody were to beat the Nets in this playoffs, I said before the playoffs that it would be the Bucks. I said probably the winner of the finals were going to come from this series. So I feel confident in that take still, even though the Bucks lost to the Hawks the other day. I feel like the Bucks, just with their defense and their size, and with them they do have a 2-time MVP. They have the best chance. They had the best chance to knock them off, and they took that opportunity, and like you said, KD made a great all-time playoff shot to send him to overtime. If his foot was a half an inch shorter, it would have been a game winner, but ran out of gas, and it is what it is. But they're going to be back next year, so all the fans, all the haters that's talking right now, all the LeBron eaters that come out of the woodworks anytime KD does any wrong move, it's just like, whatever, bro. We'll be back, my guy. At least we taking those shots. That's all I gotta say, bro. I want KD to take every one of those shots every single time, bro. I'll live with that, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day, in the overtime, even if it is an air ball or missed shot, you want KD taking that shot. And yeah, there is going to be some criticism because, hey, they still had a timeout in their back pocket they could have used. Steve Nash could have called that timeout. But in that circumstances, in that situation right now, you just got to play out the clock. And at the end of the day, like KD is going to feel some type of way if Steve Nash does call a timeout right there just to set up a mouse play. No, put the ball was in your best player's hands and let him dictate the game, and you'll live with whatever shot. At the end of the day, you want that guy taking the shot. It had to been Joe Harris or somebody else, then rightfully criticize him. But at the end of the day, you want that guy taking that shot.
Even though I would say on that last play, KD did look like he passed it away to Harden. Like, I'm tired as hell right now. You do something, my nigga. Like, I'm tired. And then Harden passed it right back. Like, I don't got nothing for you, Playboy. Like, you got to see it through, my boy. Like, I got no hope for you, bro. But it's
like just like you do realize, like I'm still like battling through injury right now, right? Like I'm not all the way. Like all my jumpers are short. I got no lift in my legs right now. Like I can't do this right now. I can't. But it is what it is. KD, like you said, just put on an all-time performance, just proving to the world and to every NBA fan once again, like right now he's the best player in the world. Like regardless, simple and plain. He proved that with a Game 5 performance, scoring 49 points, a triple-double in that game, willed his team to a victory, even though some people said that was critical of him, said that he couldn't do that when he just did it at all. But we'll get into that later. But overall, if you're a Nets fan, hey, it is what it is. Y'all gonna be back next year. Credit to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now they just gotta play through one more round, get to the finals, and we gotta give our flowers to Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, because Trae Young has blossomed into a superstar right before our very eyes, and I don't think any of us saw that coming, or at least not right now this year at all. So props to him. Props to that whole Atlanta squad right now. They're the team, a fifth-seeded team that has just been counted out the entire way through, and they're proving everybody wrong.
Yeah, man, the Hawks been hooping, and this Trey got that chippy attitude that you need in an NBA to win, bro. Like that's really, it's always the mentality more than what you putting out on the court, bro. And it shows every time. Like he could go out, have 19 points, shoot 6 for 19, but he still was the most impactful player on the court. Just the way he's moving around, he's uplifting players, he's yelling with the crowd, like he's just into the game. It just impacts it so much more than what the box score is going to show. And when you got to play like that, it just affects the whole team, and that's just what the Hawks team is doing right now. And they just a fun young team, and they on a run right now. And if when they get hot, they a scary team. So like the Bucks better get it together quick. Like they tonight, Giannis needs to have at least, I'd say 35 at least for them to win, and I need Middleton to at least give them 30 tonight. So like they really gotta have a big impact game if they want to beat this young Hawks team, because they scrappy and they got nothing to lose, because they're not supposed to be here. So that's the most dangerous team in the world.
Right, team that is not supposed to be there, and yet here they are. And just on Giannis point real quick, he has to have the shot game tonight in game 2. Atlanta got one on the road. All right, they did what they were supposed to do. They got one on the road. So now they're pretty much just playing with house money. Even if the Bucks lose, even the Bucks win, all right, tied up the series 2-2, 1-1. We're going back to Atlanta for games 3 and 4. So Giannis, he has to step up and be MVP this game. He has to have, like you said, like 30, 40. He has to have his 40-20 night, and really just assert himself and just say, hey, Trae Young is good and all, but don't forget I'm a 2-time MVP. And that's ultimately why I think the game plan for the Bucks has to be on the offensive side of the ball. And Chris Middleton does need to shoot better as well. So.
Exactly, bro. But I feel like he will. He stepped up in game 6, the last round. So I feel like he's up for a big performance tonight too.
Mm-hmm. So we gotta talk about the Sixers. I think now we can officially say that the process is a failure. Just simple and plain, bro. Like that's how I feel, honestly. At the end of the day,
I feel like
it's a failure. It's a failure because you only reached one conference finals with these two guys on the team, bro.
I feel like we said this 2 years ago. I feel like this story is 2 years late. Like I feel like we've been said this 2 years ago after the Kawhi shot. After last postseason, I was already wrapped it up. I said it at the beginning of the season that I had no more faith. I wasn't willing to jump on that bandwagon anymore. So this season, I wasn't rocking with them. I knew all along they were going to unravel, because at the end of the day, you cannot win with this team. I always said Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid will never work. This spacing will never work, because Ben Simmons was never willing to commit to a jump shot. And that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's like somebody with that much talent, that much potential, it's really sad that you can't commit to go into an offseason and shoot 100,000 jump shots a day. Like that's really sad at this point in his career. And I said it last year, like you have to trade one of them. And right now, if I'm Philly, it's Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, you have to go. Like it's no other, it's no more. We can fix this. We got to bring in another coach to make it work. No, you just have to go. And they should have pulled the trigger and got James Harden this year. And that was probably the biggest mistake they made.
Right. And I mean, hindsight is always 2020, but Daryl Morey and Elton Brand are both looking at themselves saying, yeah, we probably should have traded Harden. Or we should have thrown it in Tyrese Maxey. Like just simple play. And like it's just a classic case of just don't overthink the simple things. I think that's just a classic case of that. And like we can even tie in with the Jets and Sam Darnold. Joe Douglas had an opportunity to trade Sam Darnold for a first-round pick, but he didn't. It's like, dude, you have an opportunity to go get a first-round pick for this guy, go get him, regardless of the fact, regardless of Zach Wilson's medicals come out, regardless of the fact you have to do that, because no one else, that offer is going to only be there for a certain amount of time. You had to execute it when you get it. Same thing with the Harden deal. You have the opportunity to get a top 10 player in the league to match up with Joel Embiid that ultimately is going to give you, ultimately you're getting a guy that's going to be able to create his own shot and not be afraid of the moment to shoot a jumper in the closing seconds of a game 7. That's who you could have got. But you thought Tyrese Maxey was just too many assets to give up for him for whatever reason. And ultimately, that's probably going to be the biggest regret for the Sixers, like, honestly, in like the past 5 years or so. If they could redo one thing, it would be that, trading for James Harden when they had an opportunity.
Or not picking Jason Tatum for Markelle Fultz. It's like, it's a lot of big decisions y'all fucked up in this process. So, like, y'all have to sit back and just have rebuild mode, and Joel Embiid, you're just gonna have a beast mode and a bum team for a while. That's what it's gonna be, my boy. It's just y'all messed up, and I just gotta eat through this right now.
Right, and Ben Simmons' trade value at the beginning of the season was the highest it probably could have ever been. Now it's probably the lowest it's ever going to be. Are there teams that are out there, and is there a coach out there that says, hey, I can turn around his career? Absolutely, but you're not going to get a top 10 player for that at all. Like, there's some conversation swirling about, hey, maybe you get CJ McCollum from Portland, bringing him in. It's like, okay, cool. And like Philly, they have decent pieces. They'll be in the mix next year if that does happen. But ultimately, you're not contending for a title. And they're saying potentially maybe like the Golden State Warriors going to make a run at Ben Simmons. I don't know about necessarily even like that fit for Golden State.
Please no. We don't need you. We don't need him. He doesn't need to be here, bro. Like, this is a shooting team. He's the opposite of that, bro. Like,
yeah. But the idea around that is that he'll just be another Draymond, just basically a souped up version of Draymond Green.
Did we not see what Draymond did in the last game in the play-in when he had a wide open lane? He did the same thing Ben Simmons did. I don't need two of those guys so they can.
But I'll give Draymond more credit because he at least took the shot. Ben Simmons had a wide open dunk and he chose to pass it all. Like, honestly, like there's something wrong with him upstairs. He's just not confident right now. And
it's that let's talk about it. He's fucking baby. He's been babied his whole life, his whole career. Nobody ever told him sit down and, hey, you have to be great. Even though you have this talent, you have to still go work. Everybody's just like, no, you're great, you're good. You're the next LeBron, you're the next everything. You're the number one player in high school, you're the number one player in college. You're good. You don't have to do anything. You're the first round draft pick. You can sit out a year, still come back, win rookie of the year. You're going to get everything you want. So he's not going to work. I don't need to do this. I'm doing all this. I got all this without a jump shot. So why do I have to go work for a jump shot? I got all of this without it. He doesn't see it as, oh, I can go add more to this. He's like, I did all of this without it. Some people don't see, oh, I have to go add more to this. And that's just what the type of player he is. And that's just how it's going to be for him. And it's sad because, like, bro, you could be the best player in the league easily.
And like to that point, personally, like I don't think he cares about ball that much. I don't think he wants to be great. I don't think he truly wants to be great because, hey, let's face it, he's been an All-Star. He's been an All-NBA team. He got the bag. He won Rookie of the Year after sitting out a year. He fucked a Kardashian. He's made it. To him, he's like, I made it. I did everything I wanted to do before the age of 30. I made it. I'm cooling for the rest of my life. It's a sad case, bro. Honestly, it's just a sad case. It's so frustrating again, just as a basketball fan, because you just see he has all the talent in the world, like you said, bro. But he refuses just to get better. He has not gotten better since his rookie year at all. Has failed to implement a jump shot. He works on the offseason. We've seen the offseason workouts where he's actually pulling threes and making them and playing pickup games. And he actually has the confidence to make jump shots, but he doesn't implement them into the regular season. It's like, what are you doing? What's the point of working on that all off season if you're not going to implement it into the regular season? And do you not realize that, hey, if you get a jump shot, that's going to open up your game so much more? The Sixers are going to win so many more games because of that. Joel is going to have an easier time if you actually do that, but he doesn't realize that. At this point, like, you can't sit up here and tell me, like, oh, like, no, it's something else. I don't think he really realizes that because I don't think he wants to be great. I don't think winning is really in his blood like that. Truthfully,
bro. That's why Shaq was like, bro, if I was on his team, I would have punched him in his face, bro. Like, if Kobe Bryant was on his team, if Michael Jordan was on his team, bro. Like,
if Mike and Kobe were Ben Simmons' teammates, Ben Simmons would be out the league.
For real, he would retire. He'd go play rugby in Aussie. Like, he'll go be a regular Aussie. Like we not trying to none of this.
Oh, it's just a shot case, bro. I mean, it is what it is. Oh well. Moving on to the Western Conference. Phoenix Suns, Clippers, Western Conference Finals. Right now, Suns are up 2-1 after they lost last night. Had a good game from Paul George. Clippers locked down defensively, forced a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad shots from the Suns. I think I saw a stat that was just like Chris Paul and Devin Booker were like 10 of 30.
40, I think
40.
10 or 40, yeah.
10 of 40. So the Clippers right now, they needed to get that game 3. They got that underneath their belt. What do the Suns need to do to get game 4?
The Suns just need to hold their composure. I think we just need to let CP get his feet under him a little bit more. He was out for 11 days, really couldn't move too much. He's probably a little rusty. But I feel like they just need to get back to their brand of basketball. I think Devin Booker got to adjust a little bit to the physical play that Beverly's getting to him. And he got to get a little bit out of that chirping match with Beverly. I like it, but don't get too involved with it because they need you more than Patrick Beverly needs the Clippers need Patrick Beverly. So other than that, I feel like they in a good position. But I like what the Clippers are doing, bro. They the 0-2 Clippers, bro. Like when they go down, they fight back, bro. They like the Nuggets of last year, bro. It's just fun to see scrappy teams when they count it out always fight back. And I joke with Paul George, but he's a guy that allows him for jokes. Like anytime where he's like, "Yo, you're doing good," he misses 2 free throws and chokes the game. So it's just like, as long as you do some nut shit, I'm gonna be here to criticize you. But he's been hooping these playoffs last 10, 11 games. He's been 25 plus. So like, if they continue that, it's gonna be a good series. But overall, I feel like the Suns get this done in 7.
Especially without no Kawhi, and it doesn't look like he's gonna come back anytime soon. And
Yeah, but
if the Clippers do come back and win the series, he might be available. I'll say for like game 1 of the finals, but even then, I don't know, just because we really don't know the severity of the injury, and there really just is no timetable right now for the injury.
yeah, but congrats to Kawhi on his new son, man. Got 3 kids now, bro. Shout out to Kawhi.
Good for Kawhi. All right. So now we can get to a little bit of the criticism. I hinted at just a little while ago. Scottie Pippen. Like, it's crazy how we talk about Scottie Pippen just as much as we do like Mike or Kobe on this podcast. It's actually crazy, bro. It's actually hilarious. But for those that don't know, Scottie Pippen, he recently did an interview with GQ, and he's just talking about Staley, and particularly he's talking about Kevin Durant. And some of Kevin Durant's, he was very critical of Kevin Durant in his game, and basically the comparison between him and LeBron James. You obviously the biggest KD fan in the room right now, so I'm gonna just hand it all to you. And I'll say this: like Scottie is just a hater, just simple and plain, and there's just no need for it.
All right, bro, and I'm not even gonna. This don't have to do nothing with Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant did what he had to do on Twitter yesterday and fessed him up for himself. So this has nothing to do with Kevin Durant. I'm not coming to cape from Kevin Durant. This is before 2 weeks ago. We didn't come into the pod last week, so I had this energy for Scottie 2 weeks ago when an article reports comes out that Scottie Pippen is coming out with a tell-all book because he didn't like how he was portrayed in the Last Dance documentary. He said he made it feel like he was some sidekick to Michael Jordan and they downplayed his career, something. Scottie Pippen, bro, like Justice said, you're a hater, bro. And beyond that, bro, you inspire nobody in the NBA, bro. I honestly believe you inspired nobody in the NBA. The only people you truly inspired in my eyes are probably like LeBron because he's an emotional diva like you, and like lesbians, early 90s lesbians, bro. Like you were the guideline to early 90s lesbians career, bro. Your fade was iconic in their fashion, their style, bro. So you ushered them in, bro. So that's who you inspired, bro. And you act like a dyke, bro. You're emotional all the time, bro. Why are you hurt about what The Last Dance did to you, Scottie Pippen? The Last Dance portrayed a life that you lived, decisions that you made as a grown-ass man. Like Kevin Durant said, you set out from a season away from your team because you couldn't get a contract the right way. You decided to get a surgery in a different time. Regardless of how bad the contract was, you signed the contract. The owner said you didn't have to sign his contract. Said the same thing to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan restructured his contract around that. You signed it because you were desperate. Ignore the facts. Okay, you were poor regardless, but you had a chance to negotiate a contract. So all this pity patty stuff, I'm tired of this fucking participation trophy ass society we were becoming, bro. It's okay being a sidekick to Michael Jordan, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with being the number 2 guy to Michael fucking Jordan, bro.
You got 6 rings out of it. You got 6 rings out of it. Like, yeah.
Like, fam, there's nothing wrong with being Tito Jackson, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You still get the same Grammys, bro. The Grammys are still in your house too, bro. The plaques are still in your house too, bro. Last time I checked, you still have 6 rings, like Justice said, bro. So why are you hurt, bro? And he's hurt because he has no respect, like I said. He's inspired nobody. The NBA players don't respect him because Malik Beasley wouldn't be piping his wife. The streets don't respect him because Future wouldn't be piping his wife. That's why he's hurt, bro. But if you were so great, you would have got off the bench when Phil gave Tony Kukoc the shot, bro. If you were so great, you wouldn't have been pointing at your shoes during when Mike was not there. If you didn't want to just be a sidekick. If I wanted a team, I never saw Kobe ever point at some fucking Shaqs when Shaq left, nigga. I never saw it. Kobe was like, nigga, okay, leave. I'm out. I don't care. Go do what you do, baseball, whatever, nigga. If it was Kobe, Scottie, I don't care. You was 54, whatever. Y'all won first place, but y'all still lost. Say that fact. You sat on a bench where you didn't get the shot. Say that part. You were begging for Mike to come back. Say that part in the tell-all, my boy. So Scottie Pippen, when I'm done with the stories, when the tell-all book come, I know you're going to say some malicious, dirty, petty, nasty, creepy, slimy shit, bro. Like, you're a grown man, but you might be a dyke, so whatever, bro. So, like, I'm done with Scottie, bro. That was my Scottie rant I've been holding in for a couple of weeks, bro.
Yeah. I think Sky's just going through a midlife crisis right now. I think that's why all this shit is starting to come out.
It's menopause, bro. It's menopause. I'm telling you.
So you really just letting that? So you just letting it go? Or just
I'm tired of him, bro. I'm tired of him, bro. I'm tired of him, bro. I'm tired of you, bro. Like, you cannot talk. Where was this smoke for Future, bro? Don't come for Kevin Durant when Future was piping your wife, bro. Where's the smoke for Malik Beasley, bro? Do not come for Kevin Durant, bro. Like, I'm tired of dudes sending their energy to the wrong people, bro. It's clear threats in your life, fam. Not Michael Jordan. The main reason why you here in this position. Like, bro, people be so ungrateful, bro. I can't believe it, bro.
I also think part of it is because KD wore a Kukoc jersey instead of a Pippen jersey. I think that was also a fact too. I think
he wears number 7, bro. What do you expect? That it's a special number to him. He wears number 7, Scottie. Like it's a not. They have the same number, Scottie. It's not that deep, bro.
No, but he took that as a slight. He took that as a slight. You think?
Take it as a slight if he pulls up with a Malik Beasley jersey next year. Take that as a slight if the Nets trade for him. And Malik Beasley has an all-star season next year because of Kevin Durant. Take that as a slight, Scottie. That's when you should go fight him. Until then, shut the fuck up. Like, for real, bro. Sit on the NBA to jump and talk your bullshit with Kendrick Perkins, bro. Like, I'm tired of it, bro. All these old NBA players talking this goofy ass shit. Fucking Glenn Baby Davis talking about, oh, Kyrie got hurt because he stepped on the Celtics. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Like, y'all just shut the fuck up, bro. These fake ass emotional divas, they got one little championship and act like they the greatest of all time. Shut up, bro. Everybody feel like they have a voice when you don't. When the greats are in the room, just shut up, bro. You can't speak to Mike, Scottie. That's it. You can't speak to Kevin Durant either. 2 greater players than you. Shut the hell up.
Scottie just a hater. All right, so let's get into a little bit of the culture right now. TPain and Usher. There was a little situation this past week.
Yeah, I'm about to sound like
Usher
a
quote unquote Usher quote unquote said that TPain ruined music with his use of autotune, and that apparently sent TPain into like a 4-year depression. But TPain did come out and say, "Hey, it was what it was. Basically, it was just a drop in the ocean of a bunch of other things that was going on. I still respect and I love this man Usher. Honestly, I just think that's hilarious. Just like citing TPain as the reason why like music like for an era like went to shit. It was just so bad for real singers. Just to kind of like put all that blame on him and just to say straight up to the face like, nah, you really like fucked this shit up for us. I think that part is just hilarious.
I don't mean to sound like the mean dickhead this episode, but I feel like I'm gonna come off like that like this episode between what I just did to Scottie and what I feel like I might do to TPain right now. But like, fam, man, the fuck up, bro. Like, man, like honestly, bro, like this is the same. It's I know I respect mental health. I do. This is in the same vein of what I was just saying with Scottie, bro. But like, if you're great, bro, and the greats are talking, bro, just take it with a chip of salt and just respect for what you know you brought to the game and know what nobody else can really take away from you, bro. And I just feel like that's what's really underlying here with TPain. And it's not just this, it's another interview I just watched with him on the 85 South show when he was talking about something Nicki Minaj had said to him a text, and she like I guess like spazzed on him a little bit, but I didn't feel like she really went that hard, but it's just how he took it is that like he has a low self-esteem issue, bro. And it's just like what Cat Williams said in his famous Pimp Chronicles. Like, it's self-esteem. You can't really get mad about how you control yourself, bro. And like, as an entertainer, and just take this for people who want to be an entertainer out there, you have to be able to control your triggers, and you got to know that every time somebody says something to you in a little slightest way, that you can't just go jump out there and take it as, oh, it's the end of the world. He meant this as the most malicious way. Like, I don't feel like Usher was saying that to like, yo, TPain, you fucked this shit up for real, bro. I feel like he said that as like a fucking joke or some shit, and maybe TPain just didn't know or just took it the wrong way. Cause like, bro, why the hell would he really call him on a plane to just say no that shit, bro? Like, that's the most random shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. But if he did, still, you're TPain. You had 100 million hits at this point in 2013, bro. Like, it would not affect me at that point, my nigga. Like, Usher, you had your run before me. I had a hell of a run too. We both niggas, you can say what the fuck I did, but nigga, I did it. Like, I had a hell of a run, and that's what I would have just took it as. And like, you can't take that away from me, bro. And I get what Usher is saying. Like, aside from TPain, TPain can really sing, bro. So we know we not talking about him, but like, it did usher in you could say, bro, like it ushered in a style of music for people who really can't sing to have a way to sing. And I feel like that's what Usher was saying, but it might just be in a joking way. But I just feel like, I don't know, bro. How do you feel? I just feel like we just gotta stop, not be sensitive, but know how to control our emotions. That every little thing can be a set off to just trigger us into some deep dark depression like this, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a bigger point. Not even just for entertainers, but just for everyone just in general. Like, know your triggers and like and have a better way to kind of understand them and be able to control them better. That's just honestly just comes with growth and maturity for everyone. But particularly to this story though, I mean, it's always gonna hit different when you look up to somebody and they basically say like, hey, like, you know, like, you fucked this up. Like, that's always gonna hit differently. Like a little basketball play, like Kobe would have taken it away if Mike was just like, nah, like, you're fucking this up. Like, he would have taken that away.
All right, bro. You think Steph didn't look up to Charles Barkley? You think Steph wasn't a Charles Barkley fan watching the Suns back in the 90s?
Hell no.
You didn't, but nigga, and if in the 90s, niggas were fans of Charles Barkley. You were a fan of like, as a little nigga, especially since your dad is in the NBA, you around Charles Barkley. You've seen that nigga close to close as a low ass kid. So once you grow up and you come to the league, nigga saying you ruining the league. Steph could have let that break him, but no, he let that evolve him. And look where the game is today, bro. We just got done talking about Trae Young. That's what that shit can expire, bro. Like TPain, you could take that as, oh, it hurt me, or you could be like, nigga, look at Travis Scott right now, the biggest guy in the world. Look at all these people that I spawned off. You could just take it as that and just, hey, I'm here now. That's what I'm just saying. That look at it as what you did with that, and that's all you got to look at it as. Is just look at the positive more than the negative, and that's all I'm saying in every situation.
No, I feel that. I understand that, but it's different from everyone because just everyone is different. Everyone doesn't have that foresight and have that ability just to take a step back and just look at it from other different perspectives. You know what I mean? And so when I say that, like, it hits different when it comes from someone that you look up to. It is for TPain, and it's gonna be like that for other people. If I'm in an industry that I worked my ass off and like I want to be successful at, and again, someone says that I'm doing it wrong or I'm not doing as well as somebody else, again, that could like you said, like you can either take that and just take that on the chest and just crumble, or you can have that be a motivation and inspirational for you to grow and blossom into something else. That's all it really is at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, TPain said like, "Hey, I still respect Usher. I love Usher, whatever." And this wasn't like the turning point of like my personal 4 years. Like he said, like, it was a minor thing on top of just everything else that happened. It's just something that I said in this interview, and
And
that's
that's
also what
why
it
I
was.
kind of had brought it up because I'm kind of starting to get a problem with T-Pain and his interviews because I feel like every past few interviews it's more like it's like a pity party thing. Like, bro, you do not know that we love you, bro. And even like with the like thing he did with the DMs, it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know all these people were here for me. It's like he's gaining for attention, bro. It's like, my nigga, we love you, bro. Like, did you not see the love you got from the verses, bro? Like, you don't have to just go do these wild stories, these wild headlines all the time for us to fuck with. Like, we really mess with you, bro. Like, and I guess he's yearning for that love still. And I guess that's like you said, that's just something he's dealing with personally, bro. I just feel like I just want him to really see that the love is out here, bro. That he don't have to just go do these crazy headlines, crazy interviews just to get this out here, bro.
And honestly, like, I don't even think like he does it like on purpose. I feel like that's just how it is, and that's just how it comes off. Because me personally, I don't think he even realized it, like how this one thing will come off, and that's why he later on came out and, like, cleared the air for everybody. Because I'm sure in that moment he didn't want like everybody to hate Usher all of a sudden out of nowhere, like you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
sure that was never his intentions. It was just, hey, they asked me a question, I answered it honestly, and that's just what it was.
Yeah, because he definitely had me stepping off the porch, like, who talking about Usher, man? Like we're like, like, what's the smoke, man? Like, what we gotta do, bro? Like, let's do this.
This dude Tyaire was about to ride out to fucking
Confession.
confessions.
I was about to roll out to confessions. Yes, sir.
that's, that's just so wild for the image, bro. Honestly,
He's had a wild year, bro. And he haven't even released his Confession Part 3. That's supposed to be here. Confessions 2. That's coming this year, bro. He had the Ush Bucks situation. Now he had this, bro. This might all just be promo leading up to his album, bro.
it might be promo.
He might just be playing this shit out here for the album that's coming, bro. I don't care. I'm waiting for it, bro. Like, good R&B is always good for the soul, bro.
Absolutely. But in this year, it's been the weird year of hip hop. It's been an odd year in hip hop. So you want to take the floor on this one?
Bro, I told everybody at the beginning of the year, bro, that we were in store for a weird year of hip hop just with everything that 2020 left us off. It left us off with a lot of unanswered questions to major storylines, and it added different elements that weren't there before the major storylines happened. If we don't know what we're talking about, everybody knows last year. I don't really want to get into the situation. It's a really touchy situation. It's a you on this side, I'm on this side situation people have. And it's just like, I feel like it really shouldn't be like that. But the world is weird today. But we got Meg the Stallion and we got Tory, that guy. And but now it's been more press. It's been in the more press lately because I remember I think back in January, Tory had maybe tweeted out a snippet of like a song he had with the baby, and Meg was like responsive like, "Nah, that song is mad old. They're not doing that. That song's never coming out. Yada yada yada. His label shut that shit down. It's never coming out." Fast forward to last Friday, Tory and the baby released the song, and they recently filmed a video for the song that came out, and basically fans, as they should, killed the baby for being on the song. They're like, that's your collaborator. You've been on many songs with her. You claim to be her friend, industry or not. You've claimed to be close with her, and even if you weren't close with her, you know what he's alleged of. Why are you doing that? Like, that's just not acceptable for a man to be doing that. So he came out, he's like, yada, yada, yada. I'm not into that. That's not my beef. I'm a grown man. I'm just handling my business. Just let people handle this. And we don't know the full story to everything. And then that's that. Meg said, nah, fuck that. I'm tired of these industry people out here. There's no beef. The truth is the truth. Y'all keep doing this business. Y'all gonna be proven wrong. And I'm not going back and forth with these industry niggas. And then yada yada yada. The baby went back with Meg. And then that's when young Partisan Fontaine, who is now Meg's boyfriend, which I said at the beginning of the year that this was gonna throw a wrench into the situation because there was now a male in this situation. And I don't know about you, Justice, but if you enter the situation and there was an allegation that there was a male out there anywhere that previously has shot the young lady, I don't know how you would feel. How would you feel about that, bro? How like will you have energy towards that man at any time?
Oh, absolutely. Like it's on site.
Or anybody that has to dealing with him at all time. It's
Yeah,
energy
it's
for
on site.
right,
Even if it is alleged, like
right.
if it's an alleged something happened,
I'm
regardless
believing
of the
my
fact.
shorty regardless.
Exactly.
Like I don't care, bro.
Exactly.
So
And like let's not forget, like that's one of the biggest stars in the world right now. Like
exactly.
everyone knows her and everyone knows about the whole situation. So you can't play dumb and say, oh, I didn't know, or this, that, and the other thing. No, I'm not playing that at all.
No, but this is where it's getting tricky because a lot of the playing dumb is coming into the light, and now we're getting to exposure time, especially when I introduce something that I saw today. So anyway, Party jumps in and he's like, no, I'm tired of you clown ass niggas. If y'all on the side of a nigga who shot a female, you're corny, you're a bitch ass nigga. Any female that's on the side supporting a nigga that shot a female, you're a hater and you're bitter. And anybody that got a problem with that, yada yada yada, the babies just responds with, you must not know about me, you must not know about me. And then that was that, it ended. But then today I have a piece of information that came out. The baby tweeted, what I got to do to have a song with Jay-Z. And then that's where my main problem comes with this story where I stepped away. I had nothing else to say because, hey, if it's some fishy shit behind the scene, let it be some fishy shit. If y'all want to bank on some conspiracy theory shit that's coming in between this right now, why Tory's got to get locked up and why he got to get sent away, I allow it to be that because I'm a conspiracy theorist. So if it's out there, I let it be, and I'm not going to knock nobody for believing something. So the conspiracy theory is that this whole thing is a ploy by Rock Nation to take Tory Lanez because he got his own masters. Rock Nation, which is ran by Jay-Z. So if Jay-Z, the owner of Rock Nation, who's behind all this to destroy Tory Lanez, your collaborator that you're standing out on so heavily on, that you're believing what he's telling you, and he's telling you that bitch is lying, it's Jay-Z and his people that did this to me. Your next tweet the next week is, yo, how do I get on a song with Jay-Z? If Jay-Z is the snake here, why the fuck you want to be on a song with him? So who's lying here? Who do I need to believe here? If Jay-Z is a snake and you're on the side with Tory, who the fuck is lying here? I'm tired of fake niggas standing on fake theories, but when you want some money or you want some shit, but then you don't know, you don't remember your lies, and then you throw some shit out to get you caught up. And now it's out here. Who's lying now, bro? So I don't know what the story is, but I'm on the side that nigga Tory did that shit. And if you still standing on that, it's getting scary for you because that shit is coming to a wrap pretty soon, bro. I'm just saying, like, it's no more. I don't believe one side anymore. This is the final nail in the coffin for me, bro. And just I don't know how you feel about that, but that whole Jay-Z point, it just makes a different look at it for me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like it's always going to be like he say she say things when it comes to things like that. Like that goes without saying. There's always going to be he said she said thing, and especially in this situation because we literally had a he said she say thing. But it really, like for me, it really doesn't change much, regardless if this, this, conspiracy that this was a setup by Rock Nation to get rid of Tory out the picture. Regardless if that's true or not, like Tory still did what he did, and for me, that's not changing whatsoever. It was conspiracy theory or not, like to me, that doesn't change a thing.
Exactly, bro. And it's just like artists, bro, y'all really this whole money thing, that's not the end of the play, bro. I'm telling you, bro, at the end of the day, this is what I live and I die for, bro. The real will always win, bro. That shit, the truth always comes to light, bro. What happens in the dark always comes to light, bro. And it's a time and then tell, bro. And just I hope y'all don't get caught on the wrong side of history, bro. Like I'd rather be on the side to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll put that on him," than this side, bro. Like banking on that side is wild, bro. But off of that, bro, I want to get into some music, bro.
Good release past 2 weeks. Finally got the H.E.R album. Finally, back in my mind. That Queen of R&B is back. Very solid collection of music overall. Thoroughly enjoyed the project as a whole. It's always good to hear her on anything, but even more so when there's an album and there's 20 plus songs on there. It's very, very how you say, appealing to the ear. Very well overall production. Vocalistically, she did her thing on there. Features were all solid. I mean, and it's in that in that conversation for album of the year, most definitely, just regardless of genre.
Yeah, offer it for sure, bro. And I'm glad you started off your little soliloquy by saying Queen of R&B because on this show I'm an avid supporter of Snow Allegra. Everybody knows I come on here week in week out whenever there's a release. Anytime R&B discussion comes up, I have to throw Snow's name out there. She's a dope artist, but this past weekend, I was highly anticipating a Snow Allegra release date that was promised to us, the fans, on June the 16th. But midweek, I was surprised with a post from her. I was like, oh, guys, I'm dropping an album this Friday, June 16th. And apparently, so was Snow Allegra. And Snow Allegra, I just have to ask, why did you run from the smoke, Snow? Like, I love you. I know you can compete. I know the music you have is comparable to this, and it's not the same. So, like, fans could have listened to both, and I just feel like, Snow, why did you run, bro? Like, it just shows a level that you were in fear of her by postponing your album 2 weeks because she announced that she dropped midweek. But that's the only thing I had to say about that. But like you said, bro, the H.E.R album, it's magical, bro. It's heavy bag songs, bro. But it's a lot of up tempo stuff. She got Lil Baby on there. That's like the king of rap and king of R&B, bro. And I feel like I spoke this shit into existence, bro, early into the year, bro. I said we need to get back to the best rapper in the world and the best R&B singer in the world getting onto the track, bro. And they did that. That was a fire song, bro. The Tyler song, fire, bro. Man, basically this album make you want to text your ex, bro. But I didn't do it. I was definitely thinking about it multiple times, but I was like, nah, throw it away, don't do it. But hard, bro. So like you said, up there album of the year, bro. But that was just my little Snow take, bro. How you feel about R&B artists running from the smoke, bro? I feel like in a rap game, I see why you might run from the smoke, but like R&B, I wouldn't run, bro.
Nah, I wouldn't run at all. And at the end of the day, like if you're secure enough as yourself as an artist, and you know like you make dope shit, you make dope albums, it doesn't matter who's releasing the same date as you. Just put it out.
And now I'm in an uncomfortable position because Snow, I love you, but this album has to be fire now. Like you have no room for a mistake, or no room for a slip up. Because if you would have left it on the same night, I would have gave you some room, even if her dropped. I don't care what her put out there. But now I had 2 weeks to listen to her album. That's what I play in the morning when I'm driving to work. Like it's my joint. So like Snow, you got to come, and then the biggest fish some might say is coming in July, Scissor. So like it's getting tricky in the R&B game right now. So it's just like Snow, you better have some heat, or you might get pushed out of that top three right now. Because right now it's a strong top three, top four really if you want to count Summer. But I feel like Summer got to give you another album of consistency to be in there. But Snow, you gotta deliver on this album, or Summer might have to take your spot in that top three.
Yeah, and speaking on like when artists do delay their project, we're always going to be anticipating. We always have higher expectations when an artist does do that. Like
Drake,
exactly, Drake. Like, okay, you push this thing back like a year,
7 years.
yeah, you push this back now for a few odd months now. It's like we're expecting this to be one, if probably the greatest album of your career. Like flat out, like that's the expectations we have of this now, just because we're pushing back so long and so forth. But I'm gonna give Snow the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she didn't feel comfortable. Maybe it was her. Maybe she decided, I just want to have a day to dedicate to myself. I can see that. I can see it. There's a world for that. Or maybe she just felt like, at last second, I'm just not ready. I'm not comfortable at this time, so I'm just gonna push back 2 weeks. I don't know. Maybe she decided last minute. You know what? I want to clear up a couple of songs. Maybe I want to do like a couple bonus songs on there too. Who knows?
Hopefully this leads to some greatness, bro. But I got the utmost confidence in Soul that she's pulling out a classic on her hands, bro. She don't miss on her albums, bro. So I got the faith in her, bro. Next week I'm gonna come in here talking about a classic, bro.
Hopefully. Music that dropped today. We had who do we have? Ski Mask from God. He released his Sin City mixtape. Give that a listen. It's cool. I was expecting a little bit more from Ski. I really do like Ski Mask. I feel like when he wants to, he can be like in that like second tier of rappers when he really wants to. It's just that he just doesn't get like just not enough notoriety right now for him. But overall, it's a solid project. He has another two more in the tuck that he's planning on releasing this year. So really, I'm just anticipating those two. But so this was just like a good like appetizer. Really, just getting me ready for the next two projects that's not gonna come out. Had that release, and then we also had Tyler the Creator release as well. I gave that. I listened to about 80% of it, and like I'm not the biggest Tyler fan in the world. I'll actually let me not even say that. I'm really not a fan of Tyler like that at all. Like I respect him as a musician. Like I do see the appeal. It's just that it's just not for me. But while listening to this album, I say, you know what, he's doing some things on here that I do like, with the features on there as well, especially that Uzi feature, and the Wayne feature, those two in particular. But overall, like it's a solid, really solid project from what I've heard.
Let me tell you about Tyler the Creator, bro. Like you said, bro, I'm not a Tyler the Creator fan at all, bro. Like my best friend in high school, he was the biggest Tyler Creator fan, bro. I always thought like Tyler Creator was like some nerd rap shit, bro. Like I'm not trying to really listen to that. I'm into this street shit. I'm listening to Meek. I'm listening to these real niggas. The farthest I would go to that concert shit really was J. Cole and Kendrick, and that's was my limit to that shit, bro. I might let a little other slip, Mac Miller, those guys slip in, but Tyler the Creator, he wasn't really there, bro. But it took for Igor to come, and Igor was like just a totally different sound on there that I was hearing. I was like, okay, this guy is like into some like some soulful like R&B type of shit on this album. Like I'm really messing with it. But then on this album, it's like he goes a different way, and he goes back to like his earlier sound kind of, but he's incorporating some of that Igor style into it. And it's like, bro, I really mess with this album. And it's like, bro, he's slowly winning me over with this album. And it's like, I'm becoming a fan of him. And like, I never thought I really would be. But like, right now, I got this album as one of the best albums of the year, bro. It's just like, the transitions on this album is super hard, bro. The only this critique I will have of the album is DJ Drama and his fucking gangster Grizzle shit that he's doing. This throwback.
No, I love that. I gotta
That
say
shit
that.
is loud as hell, my nigga.
That's
Coming
one of
in
my
on an
favorites.
R&B song, nigga. I'm not trying to hear you screaming to my ear, man. This nigga is singing about a hoe for 8 minutes, man. And he's rapping about a bitch for 8 minutes, and you went Gangsta Grizzle, nigga. No, this is not an old Ti song, fam. Like, no, bro. Like,
No, I love it. I love the fact that DJ Drama is all over this thing. I absolutely love it. I really do.
I need to know how him and Uzi did being on the same album together. I need to know how they made it.
They probably didn't even know. They probably found out today.
Exactly. Rudy like taking me off that shit.
Today.
Rudy like taking me off that shit. But like I said, bro, the album is hard, bro. But off of the album, I got a few standouts. The track with Uzi, like you said, is hard. Uzi and Pharrell. The track with was on there? Ty Dolla Signs again, bro. Ty Dolla Sign is always gonna be on a feature and kill it, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, that's Ty. That's what he does, bro. And of course the track with Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne's an alien. I don't know what much proof that y'all need to know that he's not from this earth. If y'all needed proof of aliens, he's one of them. He's just here doing weird shit, bro. But great album, bro. I'm loving the music we getting out of this quarantine, bro. I'm loving the effort that everybody is putting in, bro. And we brought up Drake earlier, bro. It's just more and more pressure on you, my boy. Everybody that's coming out is releasing their absolute best Cole album of the year for me. Migos, one of the best albums of the year for me. Baby and Dirk, one of the best albums of the year for me. Herb, one of the best albums for the year for me. Tyler is in the discussion of that. So, like, Drake, if you come with some mid, my boy, if you come with some bullshit, I'm fessing you up after this 1.5, 3 year wait that we've been waiting for this goddamn album, bro. So it's supposedly coming before the end of July. So Drake,
it'll get here when it gets here.
it's not coming. If it's not here out of the summer, I'm never listening to the shit again. If it's not here outside of the summer, I don't give a fuck about that shit, my name. Real shit. If I get a Kendrick album before the Drake album, Drake don't drop.
No, that's a really bad.
That's the fact. That's the fact of life. If I get the Kendrick album before the Drake album, Drake don't drop, my boy. Like, just go ahead and don't drop. Go ahead and log out for me. Like, we could go play with Adonis or some shit, my nigga. I'm cool. Adonis is not like him, bro. Like, Adonis be covering his ears around his nigga. Like, you be taking him all into the limelight. Adonis wants to be a regular kid, bro. Leave that nigga alone, bro. Taking him with LeBron, bro. That nigga really don't like LeBron, bro. Like, get this goofy nigga away from me, man.
Just let Adonis be a kid, bro. Just let him be a kid, bro. Let him be. Anyway, with that being said, bro, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that. We don't want y'all to do that. And until the next one, we'll catch y'all.
Oh yeah, y'all go listen to my cousin new song Bailey, bro. Out now, bro. Called Sick with I Love McConan, bro. Hard, bro. I'm saying it's gonna be one of the songs of the summer, bro. It's really my shit right now, bro. So y'all go listen to that, bro. Y'all have a safe weekend, man.